FOMC day, know your levels, and watch for traps. Let's go. This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the trading agent, with the daily stock, Bitcoin, gold, and silver market recaps. Please check out the Discord room. Link is in the description. This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the trading agent, and let's do a little video of how to play the Fed day and what to expect. If you're new to trading, you're not familiar with the FOMC days, just keep in mind 2 o'clock, 2:30, all the times they speak today. It's going to be a wild one. I did a video on traps yesterday, and the reason why I thought it might be applicable today is because today will be a trap day. So let's jump into it. So it's interesting, yesterday's low of 460, you can tell I'm willing to bet at some point today you should look out for this gap to fill at 459 on the SPY, and that seems like an absolute no-brainer, and that we snap below yesterday's low. Now, do we stay there long? Do we pop back? That's what's going to be the $50 million question. I would just keep that in mind. I know a lot of people are thinking a lot of things, but we don't know what the Feds are going to say. I mean, Omicron cases are starting to explode, and they might rationalize lower rates forever at this point. I mean, it's just, we're going to have COVID around for a while, sadly. It just is what it is. The Qs, the 50-day, I'm watching that. Let's jump in on the hourly, because this is where I like to see what's going to happen. I would assume at some point 383 will get touched. This low, I really think the Qs will, because I know they're going to announce some sort of rate hikes for next year. It doesn't matter ultimately, because that's next year. But I'd be looking for something under the 380 range test on the Qs. And I mean, let me move my little circle over. I think the 100-day is coming. I mean, you can see what happened here in October. This is pretty normal. I think the SPY is going to get slapped around. Let's look at the dollar, because we talked about this, getting up into this resistance zone. It's holding the 20-day. I expect the dollar to pop. I don't really see anything beforehand that really has me concerned, other than, this could spike and then flop. And this is where the hardest thing about trading the Fed is just be smart. Like, you don't have to, you don't have to trade before it. As I always tell people, the first cheese, say there's a trap, a mouse trap, and there's cheese in it. What happens to the first mouse? They get the trap. The second mouse gets the cheese. So you don't have to be first here. You don't have to predict this. Try to react to it. Know your levels. Know what's going on. And let's just jump through some of the gold and miners. I just actually purchased a few nibbits of things. I said I had it fill on GLD 165. I like this area. Keep in mind what last time markets, what happened to gold when they raised rates. Gold actually went higher. Don't believe the bullshit. Got a fill on 1995 on the SLV. It's probably going to go back to the lows. It's the way it's acting. They're beating all these things up. It's irrational. I like the silge here. I think this is getting pretty interesting here. It's making new lows. This could be a sweet bear trap in the process. Again, I don't know. The trap might not show itself until this afternoon. Keep that on the radar. There's just a lot of things. X, it was interesting. I said, don't buy it until it breaks out. Now we're backing down. Everything's wide and loose. Keep in mind, why are things wide and loose? There's no volume. There's not a lot of people trading. They're waiting for the news. Look at Tesla's volume today. It's absolute dirt. It's probably going to test somewhere in the 930s at some point. Just keep that in mind. The volumes are going to be pretty low going in front of the Feds. You can see, we've already been, typically you get some of the most volume of the day is in the first hour of trading. People aren't doing shit. It's just natural. They're waiting for the news. So I hope this helps. Again, this is how I like to think of the Fed days. There's a lot of traps. Watch the bull and bear video, bull trap video. You might want to check that out. Just assume whatever levels you are watching, they possibly could get violated temporarily to the downside or the upside, and it's going to be choppy. So again, the SPY, I said this last week, I thought at worst we were going to test the 20-day. We gap below it. We're at like this little secondary trend line. 50-day seems very possible. Remember, I fill the gap on the hourly. There's a lot of little things that you can't watch everything. So pick one or two things that you're looking to trade and watch them well. So I hope that helps. Again, Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the trading agent, signing out. Hit up the Discord room if you got questions. We're in there hanging out all day, off and on. So for more trading knowledge and insight, click on the video links to the right. I appreciate you stopping by. Please subscribe, like, and share with your friends. And if you haven't joined the Discord room, check the link in the description below.